Welcome students in another tutorial of HTML. Today we are going to learn HTML color style. So let's start. The software we are using you already know, Visual Studio Code. I hope you install in your computer. Now HTML color styles. So HTML style element actually contain the style information for a document or part of document. It contains CSS also. However, today we are not going to learn CSS. That is a separate topic and we'll learn later on. First we learn only style element or tag which is applied to the contents of the documents containing the style elements. How? Just check a style and type we have to mention what is actually the type of the document, that is text or CSS. If you are mentioning the CSS, so you have to link the CSS also. But as I said, CSS is not in this tutorial, that will learn separately. So if we use CSS, so we have to use a link also to link that CSS because the different type of CSS also available. I'll teach you later on. So just learn the text. Suppose we mention the text only in the type, and this P is actually the that P tag, that paragraph tag, and what we are mentioning here, the color style of that paragraph tag. So whenever you use or wherever you use the paragraph tag within the page where this style mentioned, the color will automatically applied according to this color code. So instead of if you don't know the color code, instead of the color code, you can directly write type the color name like red, yellow, blue, whatever you want. You can do it. Got it? But one thing you have to keep in your mind while using this style tag, the style tag element must be included inside the head of the document, or we can say head tag within the HTML page. In general, it is better to put your style in the external style sheet or apply using link elements. And this link and CSS is not covered in the tutorial. Today we learn what we will place the code, colors code or style code within the page, and the same code will be used in the same page. Okay. The link and CSS we learn separately in another tutorial. So let's move. So first one, the colors are used to make the page more attractive. Here are the different styles which we use to create new colors by combination of different colors. You already know the different combination. Hope your art teachers taught you that when you mix the different colors, that mixture of the color produce a new color. Okay, just like that. So first one is the hexadecimal. Hexadecimal, like this in the code form we have to write. In this style, we define the color in 6-digit hexadecimal number from 0 to F like this. If it is so difficult to remember all this code, so better to use the color name instead of using this. It's denoted by the hash, and the first 2 digit indicate the red color. First 2 digit indicate the red color. Next two digit green color, and the last two blue color. So mixture of these combination actually produce a new color: red, green, and blue. We can say RGB. Okay, if you don't know the color code, directly type the color name. So let's do it practically one by one, so you will easily understand how this actually working. So let me start Visual Studio. Let me remove few codes. So this is the simple document actually I used here. Let me remove this one also. Okay, so just check style I mentioned, type, text oblique, CSS. Now what we have to do here, uh, we'll make some color style for particular tag, maybe paragraph or heading or whatever. Just check what have we taken here, heading. So let me take heading here. So for heading, and what is that, H1. So curly bracket open and close. Now here what we have to type, let me increase the appearance also, so that will be more clear. Just check. Okay, now assign some color. So what the actually we have to use here, color and the colon, and you can select out of these color. These actually options available in Visual Studio Code or maybe in the Dreamweaver or some other application, but not in Notepad or Notepad++. So that's why every time I recommend you use only Visual Studio Code. Okay, this is the platform where you are developing these web pages. Now, what we have to do, we have to write any color. Suppose I mention red and the semicolon or this. So different headings, or let me take one more heading. Just copy the code. Suppose here I am taking H2 and this color I mention what, green. Okay, semicolon and close. So two heading we're taking here, ABPS. Now let me take one more heading, heading 2, and what I mention here, code. So according to code, what will happen, heading 1 will come in red color and heading 2 in green color. So let's run the page, open with the live server. Just check, one in red and another in which color, green. Got it. So now the interesting thing, if the heading used a number of times on the same page, automatically this style will be applied. Got it. So this is the main advantage of these styles. So once you write the code and whenever the tag used, that style automatically apply to particular tag. Understand, number of times you suppose use that tag, the heading tag or paragraph tag, whatever, that style automatically will apply to particular tag, because that you mention the styles for particular tag here. Got it. Now suppose let's take one more, li tag, that is the list tag. Okay, first move to the next slide, and we'll use those in list tag. Okay, so move to the next slide. So this is just check the second one, RGB style. Here word the same color coded actually, but in the instead of the hexadecimal form, what we have to do here, in this we need to give three numbers sorry, indicating the amount of the red, green and blue colors respectively in the mixed color. The range of each color is from 0 to 255. The idea is same, the way of using that actually combination is different. Where last hexadecimal we are using in three different form like 00FF, that was a mixture of alphabet and numbers, but here all the things are actually we have to provide in the form of numeric only. So how, like color RGB 0 to 55, same page we will use. Okay, color same page, and here directly what we written actually directly color name. Now instead of that, what we will do, we will use RGB. How, type RGB bracket open, and three different parameter we have to give here, like 0 comma 255 comma 0. So just check, R, R, first one is R, next one is G, and the next one is B. So 0 means red is nothing, and last one, second one RG, G is 255 means most of that, so means green, and last one is blue, 0 means nothing. Now let's change. Now 0 0 0. Now all these three 0 produce what? Black color. Got it? If suppose I change to all this to most. Most means all these combination to 255. So just check what? White color. So it will produce white. And suppose I mention this 2. So every time you will get the different color. Understand? Suppose this, then red, because R. R is the most one. Got it? Now let me change this. Oh, new color produced automatically. So whenever you actually select these thing, but this thing possible in only Visual Studio Code, not possible in Notepad. Got it? Suppose I have mentioned here 0 comma 0 comma 255. So this produce blue color. Let's save it and just check it, that is in blue color. Understand? So like this RGB work. So to we understand the hexadecimal and RGB one, move to the next one, that is RGB style and blue alpha. Now the same color combination, but the new parameter come here alpha. This style allow us to make the color transparent according to our will, what we want actually. Alpha indicates the degree of the transparency, the range of green, blue, and red in from 0 to 55, and that alpha is 0 to 1. So let's check what will happen when the same code be applied. And this option of this RGBA, so one more parameter will increase, comma, and that option is 0 to 1 only. So suppose we taken 1 here, I saved it and check it. Okay, it's a transparency only, color transparency. 0, take 255, 0 and 0, that is red one. Save it. Okay, that is by what will happen here. Red one. Got it? Oh, 255, 0, 0 and 0. Okay, save it. 255. Now again move back, and every time when you do this you will get the different color. Got it? So that color transparency every time change. 255, 255, 255. That is 1. Control S and move back to the page. So the transparency, actually sometimes when you use Word you can change the transparency also, that appear properly there in Word art actually. So like this you can use this one. Okay, so transparency one, that is alpha 0 or 1. Now move to the next slide. That is now the new one, HSL, hue, saturation and lightness. Hue is the color. Just check all these three parameters I am explaining. Hue is the color of the image itself. It's range from 0 to 360, or 0 is for red, 120 is for green, and 240 is for blue. But most of the actually developer use that RGB format only. Okay, but this is also cover. Just check. Saturation is the intensity or purity of the blue. 0% is that is come in the form of percent. 0 percent is for shade of gray, and 100 for full color. When color is fully saturated, the color is considered is in purest or purest version. Okay, truest. Okay, lightness is the color space brightness. 0% is for black and 100% for white. Example, if we apply hue on the above example given, okay, so how it will work, just check. We'll take the hue ones also example, and we'll apply this for some other actually heading. This time we'll take here. So that for formula, actually there's a syntax the same. What? ASL, HSL, and the three different parameter, that is suppose 175 first one I given, next one that is in the form of percentage as I said, and another one in the form of percentage, suppose 87% or 89%, whatever you want. Okay, and the semicolon. This is for heading 2. Save it and move back to the page. Just check it's changed. Okay, just change a few more percentage. Suppose take this one. Control Z. Suppose this one I taken 100%. Okay, now check. This white, nothing will appear because that page color is white. Take it to 20% and increase the density like 60%. Save it and check it. Just check. Got it? So like this HSL work. Understand? Now we go to the PPT. So now this is the code actually we are going to do. Okay, we'll make a page and use all these elements. How we can do that? Just check. HSL RGB we already taken. Now we'll take one more. Uh, Suppose we take a list one, and the color for list. Suppose we are taking here hexadecimal. So first two one I've already said. Okay, first that is in combination of 6 different digit. So whatever you take, you can take it from here, or sometime it's a suggest also. You can take also that suggestion. Okay, and when you select this one, you will get the options from here. So whatever the color you want, you just click it there, or that color will be automatically selected. Okay, so for list we taken this one, this light green color. And what will happen when we apply this to a list? Just check. We have to take a list also, make a list, ul tag. This ul however I have not taught you. This is actually unordered list, and li is that one where you mention the list numbers, like suppose Java, first programming language. Let me copy this, and C++ and C. Okay, these three languages suppose I've taken. Save it and move. Just check. This color automatically applied because we already taken this one in list styles. Understand? So like this actually, these styles work. Let me bring it in the simple single window, so you can take the snapshot of the same and you can apply. So all these three actually I explain you. Hope you understand. And I kept all these things within the head tag, and that I have told you earlier. This is the important thing, and I have to do the same. So this is the list one. I'm keeping in one line all this. Okay, so let me change the appearance, zoom out. So now all these things come in a single page. So what you have to do, just take the screenshot of the same, and you can do it practically. So this thing in the style, I hope you understand, and this is the code also of the same in the style one. You can take the snapshot of this window also. So I hope student you understand how these styles work. However, CSS and link I am not taught you in this because that is the separate topic, and some in some other tutorial I taught you that. I'll teach you that. So I hope whatever I taught you, you understand, and you are doing practically at home all these things, because you have to learn all these basics, and at last what will happen, we'll make the different web pages, and we'll combine. When we combine all these web pages, that will become ultimately a website. Understand? So till that, thank you, student. Thank you very much.